Hi guys, welcome back to part 3 of a series in which I do as many ACT math questions as I can in 45 seconds. The purpose of this is to show that you don't have to think through every step on every math question. In fact, if you try that, you're just going to be losing time because the answer choices usually have what you need. So let's go ahead and try that. So number 7, I see a lot of numbers here. The probability that the selected student will be a boy. Okay, so we're going to go with boys. So 10 plus 9 plus 11. 11 and 9 makes 20, plus 10 is 30. The answer choices don't have that in the numerator, but I know I can divide it and get 15. So it's going to be either B or C. Looking at that quickly, B is more than a half, C is less than a half. I'm going to go with C because the boys are always less than the girls. And that means that the boys are going to be less than half of the whole thing. Number 8, we have 6,400, 1,500, and 200 each. Okay, for 36. Okay, how much more was this than this? So, okay, 2 times 36 is 72 with 2 zeros. We're going to add 15 to 72. We're going to 87. Subtract 64, you get 23. And number 9, I'm going to skip. I know right away I'm going to skip number 9 because the answer choices are all fractions. And if I'm looking at an equation like this, and the answer is a fraction, that means there's some tedious work to do in between. And I don't want to do that. And that is perfectly okay. That is what you're supposed to do when you get to a question like this. In fact, an important note here before you go. The first few questions took us no time at all because they're designed that way. They want to give us a false sense of confidence so that when we start to get to 7, 8, and 9, we're getting overwhelmed with all this information. They're banking on us trying to listen to everything they have to say, trying to incorporate all this information into our work, and that it will take us that much longer because that's what we are conditioned to do. And the ACT is about how do you break your conditioning? How do you deal with this upsurge of anxiety that comes when you suddenly doubt yourself, when you suddenly think, oh no, did I read something wrong? Did I miss something? Isn't this supposed to be easier if the last few questions were so easy and we're still in the first 10 questions? You will notice when you start skipping questions that they sprinkle in easy ones throughout the whole test. There is no order to this. So what you want to do is you want to go as quickly as possible from easy question to easy question. If you had a hard one on your first run through, there's no point in wasting time on it because when you finish all the easy ones, you're saving up all that time that by the time you get to the end, you only have a few hard ones that you skipped left to do. And they're going to be a lot less scary when you've used 30 minutes to solve 50 questions and you only have 10 left for 30 more minutes. How'd I do?